Hello and welcome back to Jeff Walker Books Discussion. Okay, today I'm going to talk about contests, the book contests I've been entering. The last one I entered was the SPSFC, the second contest, and that's a speculative science fiction competition. I entered this last year, and I got into the slush pile, which is like the books that make it past the initial scan, and then get judged, and then based on a few of the pages, and then they'll be moved forward to the next stage. And there's about like 3 stages, and then the finale. So I didn't even make it past the. I got to the first stage, but I was dropped before it could be entered in the first stage. So I got some review about it, which I kind of was indifferent on. But, I mean, I can't fault the reader that I got, because they're the ones that gave me the choice. Because this is the second contest for this year. And I could have put in my other book, Your Service is Required, which is more of a dystopian science fiction, whereas the one I entered was The Massive Planet, which is more of a science fiction adventure. Maybe that one was a little shorter, and maybe it just wasn't their speed for the people that read the book for that group, because each group has to deal with a certain number of books, because there's like 300 titles in the contest that go through the stages and get dwindled down by each group. So the group I got, they gave me the choice, and when I said I would go for the planet one, and they were like, "Are you sure?" And looking back on it, maybe I should have put in the Your Service is Required instead, but you know what? I made that decision, and that's what I got. So it didn't make it past that, which was fine. I mean, I knew there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of books that got entered. Some of them sounded pretty good. Some of them were just like, I don't know about that. But I'm not going to tell you which one, because I'm not one to criticize other people that have put in such hard work in their novels. This year it was a tough bout, and now they've got their choice for finalists, which is coming up. And it's The Last Gifts of the Universe, Those Left Behind, Asterisk, Melody, Hammer and Crucible, and The Conspiracy of Days. Percy Grant, The Conspiracy of Days. I'm a little surprised by the choice, I guess. Oh, there's another one called Night Music as well. Most of them did not get a favorable reviews from some of these guys, which you sit there and you go, well, this is a competition. I get that they want to get hard on some of these titles, but at the same time, why would you push these books forward if you did not like them so much? But then, that's one opinion of one person of each group, and then they have to come consensus, and then they have to go with all the points. So it's really just comes down to it. It's just the point system and the consensus of the critics for each book. And now I hope whoever wins, this is, that's great. I think the last winner was like the Iron something or other. I forgot what it was. I suppose I could look it up, but let's see if I can. I don't think it's on this one here. Anyway, my book didn't make it, and I support these guys. And really, I just wanted to see who was going to be on, in that whole contest winning thing. Did I enjoy the experience? Yes, it was actually enjoyable. I'm going to enter again for the next one, if they have a next one. And I entered yet another contest, the Book Bloggers Novel of the Year Awards. So I put my your services required into that one. So hopefully it'll get some traction in that one too, which is why you want to enter into a contest, especially with your books. You want to get at least some sort of visual, or you want to get some sort of attention for like an audience, and it's good to enter these things. Yes, some of them demand to have money up front. Usually it shouldn't be in the hundreds. If it is, don't enter it. I don't care who you are. You should not spend so much money on a contest. I can understand if it was like for physical books, because it requires shipping and just, more to it, which I can't afford to do anyway. I know there's a whole bunch of other ones that you can send in the book, and you have to send in like money to get it, and it's just like it's such a hassle. So like they have a whole bunch of ebook contests where you can enter, and usually it's generally around the $20 or just like $50 range. If it goes beyond that, I would exercise caution. Usually contest shouldn't be asking for money. I mean, I understand there's some cost to it, to generate the contest itself, to get promotion, to get all that stuff. And I get it. And it's a good revenue thing, and it's a good way for the sponsor of this contest to advertise themselves. And it's good for the book, the artist, the book, the author as well. So, how has it been? How has been the contest been for me? Honestly, it's fine. I mean, that's why I said, like, I knew my book would get in. Would it go far? That was totally up to the people reading it. I actually thought my book would go farther than that, but that was my own personality, and my own personal experience that would. I was hoping that it would go farther. We'll see if the next contest will do it. Now, I would like to enter contests, but I need them to be free, because this is just sapping me of money. It's bad enough that I have to pay for some things, which the Audibles I can't afford anymore. So anybody that's hoping for an Audible of The Jungle Planet, sorry to disappoint, but I just have no more money to give for that. The only way I'm going to get money is if more people get into my books, and I start creating a revenue through there. Or you can go to the Ko-Fi page I have and help to like sponsor for the book, and get me like someplace where I can actually pay somebody to do it. Now, I've been told by my own family that I should be doing my own books, since I'm, they go, "Oh, you have such a great voice, you could do it." I said yes, but I said it's difficult for me, because I don't, even though I can, talk, like I can't articulate. It's hard for me, and they all go on about me doing voices, because if you know me, I can do voices sometimes or mimic people. But I said it's harder for me when I'm reading and doing it at the same time. I'm not a multitasker. I've read a few things. I read there was a chapter of Arrow Through Space I read, and you can look for it on here or on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. But I sat there and I was like, I don't know, I still flub. It takes a lot, and people just don't understand. It's not like I can just whip this up and it's done. I said there's a lot that goes into that. You have to stay focused. You have to edit yourself. And then somebody said, well, you could send it to somebody. I said, yes, but that costs money. People want money for their services, obviously, and rightly so. So I don't have any to give. I don't have the money to spend on anything else. I could do this all myself, but it wouldn't sound right because I just don't have the right equipment. I don't have the right programming. I don't understand the whole dynamic of it. What I'm doing right now is about the limit of my knowledge of how to put this on. Editing wise, I'm still not, like, I'm not a video editor, or I'm not a sound editor. So I don't know how to make the background quiet. I know you can put stuff around to, keep the noise level within the mic range or whatever, but I don't have any of that stuff. I don't have an area to sit there and do all that. I've seen people build booths for themselves, and I'm like going, yeah, I'm not that adventurous to do something like that. I wish I was, but I'm not. I'm not mechanically inclined at all. So I said, but when it comes to audibles, what I've got is what I've got. And for right now, any other books I've created right now have no... and I wish I could. I wish I could put them on there and increase my books on Audible, but I just can't. It's come to the point in this time where it's actually financially bad for me right now. So all I can do is encourage people to buy my books, help me to get to that level where I could be giving you more options. And what else can I say? But getting back onto topic about the contests. I've entered some contests before. I know there's one that's done by the... there's the Hugo ones are impossible to get into. You'd have to know somebody to get into those things. Or they have to know you from your body of work. I know that a lot of them like to pick their own titles in that one. So you can't just waltz in and say, I want a Hugo, and they'll be like, all right. There are many contests to go to. I would say just try to stay local if you can. I've tried to put in for some, but it's the money thing that gets me sometimes. And if you are willing or have the financial means to do that, then go ahead. I'm not discouraging you if you feel that you want to enter your book into something. More than go ahead and put it in and see how you do. But make sure that your book is 100% perfect. Try your best at getting the right file or getting the right print copy to them. Make sure you adhere to most of their rules, and do not create an AI-generated book. Do not submit an AI-generated book. I've seen some controversy about that already, about books being entered that were AI-generated totally and being rejected because they found out that they were. And I think that's wrong, to be honest with you. The one guy was getting mad because he was rejected for entering his book, which he said he put a lot of work into. And I was laughing. I said, no, that was an AI generation. You did nothing. All you did was write in a prompt. And there's no word for prompting, but I'm guessing it's coming. This isn't going away, this AI book generation thing. It's actually getting gaining speed too fast, I think. So, oh, sorry, there's another guy here. Anyway, I just want to tell you that I wouldn't submit anything that was like written work that was AI generated. Like I said before, I've talked about this before. I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think you should enter your cover if it's AI generated. Now, I have admitted that some of my covers are AI generated, but not all. I've only had a few. That's only because I'm lacking the funds to get a competent, like a good artist for doing it, and I don't. They won't work for free. Let's put it that way. They just won't, and I won't. I guess I'm too much of a creative control person. I've done my own covers myself through a lot of manipulation and graphic design. Some good, some bad. I've had a lot of people send me stuff about, hey, do you want me to do your cover for this much? And it's like, thanks to insult me for my creativity there too. I understand that some of my covers aren't the best, but at least they're a cover. And some of my covers are way better than some I've seen. And they were done by artists. And I was like, yeah, whatever. But I said for the time, it's good. I mean, that's why I say if it's generated, don't enter the art contest. It just don't. I know well enough not to do that because I know enough that that's taking away from somebody that's more skilled, that did that as their livelihood, and I won't take that away. I obviously will not take that away. What I did for my book was just that, and the written work is me, so I'm more basing it on my written skills more than my artistic skills, which is fine. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that the contests are a good way to get promotion going. They're a good way to get your work acknowledged, and they're a good way to meet new friends and fellow artists or authors, so that you can connect and talk and share and understand. That you're not alone in trying to get ahead in the book market, and so it's a good way of interacting with other authors and the readers. Like I said, it's a good way to promote your book, and I think anybody that should be in a contest should be in a contest. If you're science fiction, SPSFC is the one to go to. I find that they're more brutally honest, and they have a good system. It wasn't the greatest when it first started. I mean, there was some iffy stuff going on there, and I noticed a lot of people were getting a little resentful of that. But the next group that took it over for this year were more organized. And I think as it goes along to the next and the next, it should get more streamlined, more and better. I mean, it takes a lot for a contest to get going. And so there's going to be especially for new contests, they need to also get the word out of who they are and generate a fandom base. And so it's interesting to watch it. It's interesting to be in it. And it's just exciting. For an author, it's exciting. Obviously, I didn't go far, but I got in. So to me, that's just as good as being in the contest fully. Because the minute your book gets accepted, boom, you're in. And now my book's on their website. Anybody can look and see who didn't get picked and what the other books were all about and the reviews and stuff. So that's good. And now I've got another one in the book bloggers contest, and hopefully that does well, and it will get more noticed, and I will get more interested fans into my book. So being in a contest is great, and I would recommend it to any author. I would recommend to anybody that's looking for books to read to check them out. check out the SPSFC and check out the Book Bloggers Awards, and just have a browse of some of the books. And just, it's really there just to get you familiar with the many choices out there, the many titles. Oh my gosh, like I said, in these contests, there are just so many good, talented artists and authors. It's just amazing to me to see the variations and the very different storylines that these people come up with. So again, I would recommend it. I'll go back into it. So right now, I've like I said, I've got your services required in the Book Bloggers Awards. So look out to see if that gets in. And as to the SPSFC, and the third one, look for my book, The Jungle Planet. I'm going to enter into that one for when that happens. And it should happen after this contest ends in July and the new one starts up. But we'll see. We'll see. And for now, I'll just leave it there. And check out any of my titles and enjoy. I think I'll leave it for there for now, and we'll talk again later.